In fact, it's going to be a wet snow mixture. South and east of the city, probably going to stay rain for a little bit longer. And then north and west, a little bit colder. That's where you have the Arctic air that'll lie, and that's going to allow for a little more snow. We are snowed out in some of these cameras at skyscraper level, and that's because we have the snow falling aloft, just not getting down to the ground in pure snow fashion. You get north of Midtown, you get up around the Bronx, Alexander Hamilton Bridge, you're starting to see the snow, but it's not accumulating on the roadways just yet because ground temperatures are still above the freezing mark. So there's your snow. It's a hit of snow in Manhattan, not accumulating just yet. And the same deal across parts of Monmouth and Ocean counties. You get into the Manalapan area, Howell, you're on the cusp right now of that 195, just a pure wet roadway. Long Island, similar deal with your ground temperatures at or above freezing. But to the north and west, a place like 280 or 287, you're going to start to see a little slush on the roadways. And then with the varying of intensity of snowfall during the course of the day, if you get under one of those impressive snow bands similar to yesterday, you'll start to load up with snow on the major roadways. Secondary roadways, they'll be ice covered as we head into tonight. So notice how it's a very fractioned system, splintered apart. We'll have snow here, little rain down the Jersey Shore and Long Island, but watch how this system really starts to expand through the 4 or 5 o'clock hour. When we're back on the Pix 11 News at 5, we'll be tracking some decent snow rates across even the city, Nassau County, and down towards western Monmouth County. It's still mixing east of the Garden State Parkway and then the southern state. And then notice how we get on the back edge of this system, and this is when we get into this S+ snow, that very heavy snow, and most of the accumulations coming down by the afternoon and to the evening. We'll still see snow through 10 o'clock over the island. East End, Suffolk County, it may take until midnight to get out of the snow, and that's when you'll really get into your accumulations. So we're going to maintain this 2 to 4 inch snowfall, with the exception being eastern Monmouth and Ocean counties. Now, there is one caveat to this, and I'm not ready to throw another contour on, but I do want to isolate the idea of over 4 inches potentially being achieved across Passaic, northern Bergen County, back into central Morris County. I think there's a lot of dynamics going on here, and it's certainly going to have enough cold air to work with, and you could take that into northern Westchester and into central Connecticut. So if this is a surprise snowfall, I think this is the area that will see the surprise. Otherwise, everybody can expect 2 to 4 inches before all said and done tonight. And then the next weather story is how cold it gets as we go into Monday and Tuesday. In fact, that's a whole nother layer to this storm, because everything from tonight is going to refreeze for Monday morning, and that's going to cause all sorts of havoc, especially across northern New Jersey, even into the city. So think to school delays, maybe a few cancellations across our northern zones because of the refreezing. And just a snapshot of what this Arctic air looks like. We're looking at single digits at night, teens during the afternoon on Monday and Tuesday. So your 7-day forecast, bitter as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday. We do see a little bit of a bounce on Thursday, but the trade-off with that is going to be some snow showers. And then there's another push by Friday and Saturday of just as impressive cold air, where it's 20s again at day, and that's in New York City with some teens and low 20s at night. So we just keep reloading this pattern, and I do think it's going to stay pretty snowy and active. Every few days we could be tracking some wintry weather.